Hey, it's Vincent here from Vincent Games. Jumping into round 2 of a Modern League. Looking at this hand, it's pretty good. Got 2 Goblin Guides, a Monastery Swiftspear, and some Burn. This hand is pretty much a snap keep. So we'll start off with Goblin Guide. In we go. Galvanic Blast. So most likely they're on Affinity, which is not really a great matchup for us. But hopefully... Oh, okay. I'm assuming they're still Affinity. I didn't realise they were playing Terraria. I'm going to go on the assumption here that we're not playing against a deck that's going to be running some sort of mass removal, and hope we don't get punished. This is obviously overextending a little bit, but at the same time, exactly what we want to be doing. Spybluff Canal is drawn. And a Glintless Crane. Okay, so clearly not playing Affinity at this point. Not overly sure what he is playing. I imagine some sort of silly artifact shenanigans. I have no idea what though. If he's just going to be casting a Glintless Crane. Okay, fine. So he's making a 5/5. For a split second there, I did think he was going to attack. So he's got a 5/5. If we swing him with everything, if he blocks, then we cast Helix, and that will kill. Normally, that sort of play would be a 2-for-1, but considering he's got Ensoul Artifact on the Terrarian, whatever it is, it feels a little bit better. If we do that, we'll force through 4 damage, put him to 9, and then we have Spike. If we don't do that, if we just attack, we force through 4 damage and put him to 9, and then we have 6 points of burn in hand. I actually think we can just ignore this Ensoul Artifact. Okay, I've misplayed here immediately. I don't think I can go back. Yeah. So I clicked a bit too hastily there, and I missed the opportunity to cast Lava Spike before attacking. So I've missed out on a chance to do some damage with Swiftspear there. But that is my own fault. As I pressed too quick. Team of Battle Rage. Okay, so maybe I do. If he does block, then because that is bad, because he could do a lot of damage. Oh man, puts him to dead from burn spell if we don't do this. But then, if he attacks with us with Team of Battle Rage and some sort of pump effect, he could just kill us on the spot with this Terrarium. So I am going to hedge. And just kind of play a bit safer. So essentially the choices are, we Helix our opponent, so he takes 4 damage off of our attack. He'll be on 6. And this Lava Spike, which I am going to cast now because there's no reason not to cast it. Yes, I've missed the prowess trigger. Yeah, I hope that 1 point of damage really doesn't make a difference. There's every chance it does. So yeah, this is a little bit frustrating because if we'd attacked him, burnt him, he would have been on only 3 life, and then we top deck any burn spell and win. However, with this play, I'm being a little bit fearful, a bit more conservative because of the Team of Battle Rage that we just saw. Because with if he's playing some sort of pump spells, I mean, I don't know that he's not. I mean, I don't know this deck, to be fair. So that's a relatively good draw, to be fair. Put him to 5. Probably should have played the Eidolon pre-combat. But then if he's going to kill stuff like he's doing now, he just does it in response to the Eidolon, so he doesn't take damage. Plays Blast. Yeah, we knew we had a Blast at some point. Yeah. We knew he was going to play a Galvanic Blast at some point, as it had been revealed early on. It's just a case of putting pressure on our opponent. Okay, so our opponent goes to 3. Oh, that's annoying. Be at 2. And now back up to 4. He should have effectively been at 3 now. If I hadn't made that misclick, which is a bit annoying. But we got Jammy and drew Boros Charm. We got away with it, guys. We got away with it. I have no idea what his deck is supposed to do beyond play big artifacts and hit me with them. So I'm going to go on the assumption that we're going to need Path to Exile for big creatures. I don't really want to give him lands, but the removal will probably be important. Deflecting Palm is hilarious against these all-in kill you on the spot kind of decks. If he's trying to get clever with Team of Battle Rage, then Deflecting Palm is going to stop that. Destructive Revelry seems good as he's playing artifacts, as does 2 Ancient Grudge. I don't think Anger of the Gods is where we want to be, as it doesn't strike me as a sort of go wide kind of deck. So we'll remove a Slag Storm for that reason. So we're taking out 4 Lava Spikes, 3 Boros Charms for 2 Path to Exile, 2 Ancient Grudge, and 2 Destructive Revelry. I'd like to take out Lava Spike and Boros Charms, as normally they are just straight burn spells to the face, and we want to be interacting more with the cards that they're playing. So things like Ancient Grudge, another removal, is generally going to be pretty good, because it's quite likely we're not going to be able to answer massive things. This hand is probably a mulligan, as we really need a land in order to do anything beyond a turn 1 bolt. If we had some more low cost creatures in, a bit like this hand, it would be tempting. So as I don't really want to go down anymore, we are going to keep this. The single land is not great. This is going to go on the bottom, as I would like to draw a second land. Plan here is to just play Goblin Guide and hope that does enough damage so that by the time we draw a Deflecting Palm mana, we can use that to sneak a win. Darksteel Sister. Oh, Goblin Guide, you have been letting me down. Letting me down in terms of land. What's he going to draw from the Crane? I don't really want to have to resort to pathing my own guide. Implement of Improvement. Okay. Okay, so he's got the life gainy one. That was a great draw. Okay, so I'm going to play this. I could get Stomping Ground and leaving the white up in case we want to path something. Or I could just preserve our life total. My assumption is it's probably going to be better to have path mana up and not worry so much about our life total. The reason being, I don't think his deck is that aggressive. This also makes him think I could have more with the mana now in combat. But given we're only on 2 land, Pyroclasm, that's not good. Yeah, that Pyroclasm pretty rough. Although he does need red to play it, so we might be okay. Oh, never mind. Oh, he's not playing the Pyroclasm. Okay, now that's interesting. I'm really surprised at that. I would have been very likely to play Pyroclasm. if that was me. Go on. Not going to attack with a crane. Okay, this is really aggressive from our opponent, but I assume that he's probably got Team of Battle Rage in hand, so putting us to 9 then means we're just dead to an attack next turn. So this is why we left the white up to stop this sort of play. As even though we would have saved 2 life by having the Stomping Grounds come intact, we would have taken 5 there, so it was better to play it like that. See, always live in fear of what your opponent might be doing. That's the takeaway from that. In we go. Another implement of improvement. It's really annoying. So I could use Boros Charm here to, rather than do 4 damage, actually give the Swiftspear double strike. We're going to get Pyroclasm next turn anyway. We're not going to have any creatures, and he's going to have the crane. Don't really care about the crane, but it is preserving his life total quite well, which is annoying. I think if we cast Boros Charm here, he's definitely going to cast Pyroclasm next turn. Whereas at the moment, he's not overly incentivized to play Pyroclasm if he can keep gumming up the board. But then if we took 4 to our opponent, we put into 11, which is, yeah, I think we're going to do that, because that then, yeah, we'll just let this bounce. So he goes to 15, and then, yeah, doing 4 to our opponent, putting him to 11, means that the Deflecting Palms in our hands are a lot more active against the sort of stuff he's doing. Ugh. So yeah, he's just not going to be playing Pyroclasm. Well, he could play Pyroclasm still. He may as well. Yeah, I'm still not really understanding why he hasn't just killed our stuff. If he kills our stuff, then he can start attacking us. Or just attack us anyway. Yep, pecked for 1. Although thinking about it now, we could use this to keep, which I didn't really think of until just now, we could use the Boros Charm to keep our guys alive. I don't think that's actually that great anyway. Just because, yeah, sure, yeah. He's gonna, if he wants to kill them, he can kill them. So I don't think I can protect them against everything he's got. We now can squeeze through 2 points of damage because he's been greedy and attacked with his crane. Salvage Titan, Jesus. Okay. It's playing Salvage Titan. It's 6/4 for 5 or 6 mana. This guy's playing a crazy deck. There's the Pyroclasm. Having the Boros Charm there would have been nice, but I just don't see us. I just don't see it really mattering. But we just need to burn our opponent out. Like, if he didn't have Pyroclasm, he just sits there with 2 Glintless Cranes, and I need to draw more haste creatures. Whereas this way, you just need to draw burn. Yes, we knew about these implements, which is not great. Okay. So just fighting through the life gain now. Fighting through. And we just slowly chip away our opponent's life total with whatever burn we can draw. The other interesting thing about letting the... Yeah. It's quite irritating he had 2 of those. What the hell? Well... Okay, cool. Perfect. So yeah, Salvage Titan. This is the thing I was trying to recall earlier. So basically, it's made cheaper by sacrificing artifacts. Fortunately for us, him playing a creature like that is exactly the sort of thing we want to do. We want him to do, because it plays straight into the Deflecting Palm strategy. Although this is an interesting choice now with Destructive Revelry. Very interesting choice. So we could just try and kill it, or Deflecting Palm. I'm probably just going to try and Deflecting Palm. Ooh. So if we are we going to? Oh, so if he's got Battle Rage, then that could be bad. Okay, so he's not going to do Battle Rage, but he is going to play Basilisk Collar, which is annoying. So it's probable he does have something like Spell Pierce or Dispel. I think we just have to hope that he doesn't play cards like that, because if he does, we just lose. Nothing else that we can really do here. Deflecting Palm, his Salvage Titan. Obviously, we also lose to Bolt in this situation as well, but again, there's not an awful lot we can do. Yeah, or Blast. So, ironically, if we'd Boros Charmed to kill that Glint Crane, we would have been on a much higher life total. But then our opponent wouldn't have taken 4 damage, and we might not have been able to actually close that gap. But there we are. I don't actually think that's anything different from what I would want to sideboard here. Searing Blaze does kill Glintless Cranes, and can combine with another burn spell to kill other things. So we're going to go with this. This does rely on us drawing a land. This is a pretty tricky one. I think we'll keep, because I don't like really keeping 1-land hands, especially with a deck with such a low land count. However, because we've got the Goblin Guide and other powerful cards that do interact favourably with what our opponent is doing, I'm hoping this would just be something we can go with, and it will get us there. Implement of Combustion, it's fine. Is that 1 damage? Yeah. Obviously, we desperately need to draw land. Oh, that's rough. Can't even cast it on ourselves for more land. Probably going to get bolted, yeah, or blasted. That is rough. So we're getting a little bit punished here for being a bit greedy with this keep, but there we are. Just need a land. Still able to do damage. Oh, look at that. So could not come at a better time. Although turn 2 would have been better. Turn 2 would have been a lot better. So he gets to play Eidolon, which is lovely. So hopefully he's going to start feeling some pain from everything he does. I don't actually remember him casting anything that was less than 3 mana outside of a Salvage Titan. So this Eidolon's pretty good. And the second one is going to be even better. So he's got Salvage Titan. If he Ensouls and Battle Rages, he will... No, he's just going to... Wow. Bring on the Salvage Titan. So options here are to Path the Salvage Titan, or destroy it using one of 2 artifact removal spells. I don't think we want to path it because that's really good for if he ensouls a Darksteel Citadel. I think we go with Ancient Grudge here. Just because being able to flash it back for a single green and then path something in the next turn, assuming we don't draw another land, is going to be quite nice. Obviously, we're taking a lot of damage from our own Eidolon here, but equally so will they be. The other good thing about using the Grudge is it doesn't feel as bad because he's going to be able to return the Salvage Titan back. I don't know if he can do that as... Oh no, can he do that instant speed? That might have been a... Yeah, so he can... That was cool. I was worried about him returning his... I thought the Salvage Titan was returned to the battlefield. You may sacrifice 3 artifacts rather than pay Salvage Titan's mana cost, or exile 3 artifact cards from your graveyard to return it from your graveyard to the hand. I was worried for a second there the Salvage Titan went back to the battlefield, but I was remembering it wrongly. I just feel like we're in a great spot now because a lot of what his deck does is just playing is low casting cost stuff. So it's difficult for him to get around the Eidolons. Swiftspear, or I could play the second Eidolon. If I play the second Eidolon, it's going to take 4 damage to do anything. And then he can't really profitably attack. This is a potentially risky play because he does play a lot of burn himself. However, anything he does is going to be hurting him for a lot. Same with us now, though, unfortunately. So I'm going to... I don't think I can't really afford to cast a Goblin Guide, I don't think. Haha. This is amusing. So, if I play Goblin Guide, I will take 4 damage and go to 5. If he bolts one of the guides, or tries to bolt me, yeah, I think I just have to play Goblin Guide here. If he's got burn, he's gonna outburn me. Darn. So he's down to 7. Yeah, this isn't good. So he has to attack. This is such a weird game. So I literally can't cast anything now. Oh, Deflecting Palm doesn't save me. That is so annoying. Because if I Deflecting Palm one of the Eidolons, it just doesn't matter. Yeah, my own fault. I should have done the maths on Eidolon.